part 2. I'm going to do one more rinse. This is a continuation of the first half of the talk, which is about how to wash lentils properly in order to prepare them, how to wash and soak them. So now you can see that the water is nice and clear. You can see the lentils at the bottom. I'll move over into better light. Actually, the better light's not as good because it's just okay. So you can see the lentils through the water. There's still going to be some foam at the top. There's no way around that. In fact, we're now going to soak the lentils, and I'm going to switch to, this was tap water. Sure, maybe the lentils will have absorbed a little bit of the tap water, but this is my filtered water coming out of this little spout, because now, after you're finished washing your lentils, now you want to soak them. And so you just want to fill it up with water so that the lentils are well covered, because the lentils are going to absorb some of the water. So you want to make sure that there's 2 to 3 times the amount of water as there is lentil. You can't use too much water for this because it's going to end up being thrown away anyway, because after you soak the lentils for a while, what you're going to find is that this soak water is actually going to get a little bit cloudy, and then you're going to wash the lentils again after you finish soaking them. Let's move this to the stove. Actually, there's just too much light there. It's too bright, so this is the best place to keep it right here for now, is in the sink. So now I'm just, by the way, you'll notice now, I don't know if you can see, let's see, let me get the camera there. Well, maybe you can't. But the lentils are a little softer looking. If we were to compare, I don't have any more of these lentils to compare, but you can see that they're already softer looking, and by the time, if you leave them soak for a long period of time, what do I mean by a long period of time? If you leave them soak for 6 hours, they might actually even start to sprout, but it's only necessary to soak them for about an hour. And why do you soak them? When you soak them, it just means that they're going to cook much more quickly and be more digestible as well. And again, by soaking them, you have one more chance to rinse them out and throw away the soak water. I imagine that the soak water may be absorbing chemicals that are part of why lentils give people gas, because it's generally understood, and I have experimented with this, if you don't soak your lentils and cook them, just wash them and cook them straight away, you will find that they're more aggravating to the Vata dosha, what we call Vata dosha in Ayurveda. In other words, they're going to be more likely to give you gas. Lentils, interestingly, in Ayurvedic medicine, and remember that not very much meat was eaten in India historically, unless you were very wealthy. Even people that ate meat ate it once a month, twice a month, 3 times a month. Lentils are actually considered to create impurities in the blood. Even though lentils are a staple form of protein, lentils and dairy products are the primary sources of protein in the traditional Indian diet. Even though lentils are a primary source of protein, they're considered, like animal protein, to create impurities in the blood. And that's why in Indian cuisine and Ayurvedic medicine, lentils are almost without exception cooked with turmeric. Turmeric, which is also known as poor man's saffron, is a blood cleanser. And lentils are always cooked with turmeric because the turmeric cleanses the impurities out of the blood that have been created by the lentils. So I don't use turmeric in these lentils when I'm making Lebanese or Middle Eastern lentil soup, but in my Indian cooking, I can't think of an example of when I ever cook lentils without turmeric. For that matter, well, we'll talk about that more when we actually cook. But so that's the lesson for today on how to wash, rinse, and soak lentils. Look how clear that water is, and I'm going to see if I can get a close-up in this light. Well, we'll find out when I post this onto YouTube how this has come out. But I'm going to leave these lentils now to soak, and I will see you soon. This is Eyton Shalom at the BodyMindWellnessCenter.com at www.bodymindwellnesscenter.com in San Diego. Thank you for watching.